Yo YouTube, what's going on? It's Angikindslows Senatus, Angie for short. And in today's video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about my personal loan journey. Listen, as you all know, we all want to sit back and figure out ways to make some additional money. We want to use that maybe to consolidate debt. Maybe you want to use that for some type of purchase, maybe for home repair, stuff like that. Well, in today's video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through my personal loan journey, what took place, and then who I believe is the best personal loan that you probably want to go with in 2021 and beyond. I went through a couple of personal loan companies, and I personally feel like if you're going to go through the process, you definitely want to check out this one company that I'm going to mention at the end. Please make sure to hit that like button, turn on notifications, and don't forget to subscribe if you like content like this. I post content like this consistently. All right, everybody, let's get into this. All right, so basically a personal loan is an opportunity for you to get some more debt. And I'm going to stress this for every single person. Like I had a personal loan, I paid it off. I paid off all my personal loans within 6 months. I knew that I used it for a very quick purchase, and then I moved on. So basically a personal loan is debt. All right. Now it's different than a credit card. For those of you who are wondering, when you get a credit card, you're basically getting something that has the potential for you to borrow money at an interest, right? And the idea is basically it comes in a card. It comes through a card, you swipe your card, and you kind of just go from there. Well, a personal loan is different, all right? Basically what's happening is that a company, bank, whatever, is offering you cash, monies, all right? And what they're gonna do is basically gonna check your credit, go through the process of evaluating whether or not if you are credit worthy, and then decide whether or not if they want to give you their cash. And personal loan interest rates vary, and you want to make sure that as you go through, you can evaluate different companies and then decide which company really best fits your particular goals and what you really qualify for. You gotta understand at the end of the day, when you're getting a personal loan, it's different than a credit card. What you'll notice is that what companies will do is they'll sit back and limit the amount of cash you receive or cash back you receive versus the amount of credit that you receive. And there's a reason why that happens, because at the end of the day, people know that it's different when you're swiping something consistently versus when you actually have hard cash, right? They're more liable when you have a situation where you're giving somebody a hard amount of money for a particular reason. All right. So one of the things I also want to share is that, you want to make sure that your credit score is at a pretty decent state. Now, if you talk about the idea of credit score, I'm going to tell you that the higher the credit score, the better. I did some research browsing around to see what's happening overall. And what I found is that basically many companies expect you to have over 650. In terms of a credit score. I'm sure there's some companies out there that I haven't researched that will allow you to be able to get it lower than that. But the ones that I've seen have a 650 base minimum. They want to make sure that whoever they're giving the money to is someone that is trustworthy. It's different than a credit card. All right. So what I found is about 650 is probably where you want to be. But you can also go through the process of applying with someone else who can co-sign with you on that loan. Now, when I went through the personal loan process, I didn't know what I was doing. Like I mentioned before, I got about 2 personal loans in my lifetime. And around those times, my initial score was around a 700 for the first one. It was about 3-4 years back. And then the second one was about 3 years back. I don't remember when exactly. And basically I had a credit score of around 720, 730. Right now I'm living in around the 800 to 805 range for my credit score. So one of the things that's unique is that, the money came very quickly. I was like, whoa, that's quicks. Basically the money came in under like 2 days, 2-3 days. It was very fast. Once they approve you, they go through the application, you give them your bank information, you give them all the information that they require. The money is wired directly to the account, and they link it to your personal checking account because they want to make sure that this is a credit or a checking account that you use and you've used consistently. That's also important. It can't be a random bank account that has no real history. They're going to make sure that this is a bank account that you've been using for a long time because they want to have direct access to that. Also, they push for automatic payments. What you'll notice is that basically the idea is that you are consistently making those automatic payments without you having to think. It goes right back to the logic, to the mindset of a tip that I shared in another video where the idea is you know it's coming. They send you a notification that it's coming. You don't have to do any work. Once you initially go through the application, they will automatically take the money out of your account. Period. Now the first company that I went through was Lending Club. All right, and Lending Club, basically what they do, and it's similar to what most companies do, you know, and I think I borrowed about $10,000, and it came, once I got the application, it came in very, very quickly. But one of the things that I think was important, I was like, wow. First I was like, I thought I borrowed $10,000. Why did I get $9,500? I was upset. I was like, yo, I called them like, yo, where's my money at? But basically what they do is they automatically, what these companies do for the application fee or whatever the case may be, they will automatically off the bat take $500 or a percentage of the actual loan amount, which is disrespectful. And these fees are called origination fees, and they're usually about 1 to 8% of the original loan amount. And it's basically you want to borrow their money, well, you off the rip, you're gonna owe me $1,000, you know. So it is what it is, you know. If you need the money in a pinch, then you're just gonna accept it. But I felt like, you know, if I needed $10,000, then just overcharge me, make it $10,500 and give me the money that I need. And that's kind of how they operate. And you know, Lending Club was the first company that I used, and I had a pretty decent experience with Lending Club. I didn't have a problem with it. I think they made the process smooth in terms of what's going on. And you know, when I paid it all off in under 6 months, basically they, you know, sent me a congratulations and all the things, and now they're flooding my inbox with like additional personal loan offers. But to tell you, the company that I feel like you gotta go into and take a look at is SoFi. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. SoFi. Listen. You know, first, SoFi doesn't even have an origination fee, and maybe because it was my credit score, but SoFi does not even have an origination fee. So basically, you go into the personal loan amount, you borrow some money, you put the money that you want to borrow, and then automatically, based upon your credit, they will not charge you the 1 to 8%. They'll just jump right in and give you the money flat out, and they will charge you the interest rate. There will be an interest rate. Now, the interest rate was very, very low. It could have been because of my credit score. It could have been for other reasons, my income. I don't know. But basically, I had a pretty decent credit score rating. I'm trying to remember back then what the percentage rate was at that time, but it was pretty low. You know, so I think if you're gonna sit back and go through the personal loan process, I strongly recommend that you go through SoFi, whatever. I love the platform. They have a number of other services. I'm not being promoted by them in any way or shape or form, but I do feel like if you're gonna go through anyone for a personal loan, I think you definitely need to check them out. One of the main reasons why, because they do not have an origination fee. I personally think that's disrespectful. And I feel like, you know, I'm already being charged interest from you every single month or every single year or whatever the case may be. Why double charge me? You know, that doesn't seem right. But one, if you have the right credit score, if you have the right mindset, and what I mean by right mindset is you borrow this money and you know you're gonna be able to pay this thing back immediately, you know. And this could be a strategy for those of you who are wondering if you want to, you know, use this for purchasing a car, you know, and you feel like the interest rate from the car company versus what you receive from the personal loan company is different, and you feel like you'd rather just go with the personal loan. Also, personal loans usually have about a 48 to 80 month cycle. They give you an opportunity to decide what you want to choose, so it actually gives you an opportunity to pay it back a lot faster. So I think you want to go the route of getting a personal loan if you feel like this is the best strategy for you and your family. That's it for me, but as always, stay hungry, stay motivated, stay focused, go and get it.